when we got here. And then they tried to get them ready, and we thought we could get them out there, and it never came around.
How much of a challenge is that to spend a week preparing with one quarterback and having to pivot to another?
Yeah, it is what it is. Can't do much about it, and I don't know if I've ever had that happen like that. And Jason stepped in. He gets reps. He gets work. We do walkthroughs at the hotel, and he barely got any of those. So it's a tough pill in a game like this. But hey, it's what happened.
Overall, just how do you evaluate the way the offense played?
Very non-rhythmatic, maybe? Is that a word, Jordan?
Close enough.
Okay. It's not then? Okay. We just never really got in sync. There's some plays and there's some things, there's some throws that were kind of close. And, the way we've been able to get games started in a really good rhythm, and then, got the fourth down call, and Daniel's trying to make something happen, and Jason's trying to pull it, and the ball's on the ground, and then it all changes from there. And so, yeah, I don't think we ever really got in the rhythm and really able to get everything that we wanted to maybe try to run in this game.
How much of a difference would Jalen being healthy?
I'm not going to speculate that. That's not fair to it's not fair to Jason. It's not fair to Jalen, and it's not fair to this football team. So I won't speculate.
I know you guys had placed an emphasis on preparing to stop the run after last year. Just why do you think you continued to struggle in that domain?
Because they're really good. They're big. They're physical. They got weapons all over the place. Yeah, and then we wore down some, but. Yeah, I can't really say that. I mean, there's some things where we got some poor matchups probably, and without looking at it, that's my first inclination.
Texas dominated the time of possession. How big of a factor do you think it was into winning this game?
They were ahead the whole game, so I can't really say that was a factor. But 86 plays on like 90-some degrees, that's way too many, and we didn't have 50. So, I mean, it's an execution thing. It's not getting off the field. It's, as I told the group, there's not one area in this game. We've got to be better in everything, and, that's what it is, unfortunately. But there's a reason why they're probably the third team in the country, and maybe knocking on the door to be better than that. So.
Does that look like a team that could be in the college football playoff season?
Well, I've never been there, so but I would probably say, yeah, from what I've seen, I think, and I told the team at the beginning of the week, probably all the way around, it's probably was the best team that we've played since we've been here, and I think I might have said that last week to all of you. So I think that held true, other than some missed field goals maybe, but everything else seemed to be hitting pretty well.
In the fourth quarter, and then in the locker room as well, just what was the mood like with the team?
Well, they're down, they're frustrated, they're disappointed that an opportunity like this played out this way, and they should. But like I told them, is that we're going to find a way. We're not going to let it fester, and in other things, we're going to, just like I tell them after wins, the same thing, we're going to get back on Monday and get on the plane, and now we're getting back to meetings and film on Monday and own what we see, and there's no hiding from it, and our team has a chance to win a lot more football games this year. Okay, now how we respond, I don't know if any. I don't expect to lose games, but I don't know if I expect to be undefeated here. So let's keep it in perspective the best we can, and work to get better. That's the only way I know how to do it anyway, win or lose. So we're gonna start working on that.
Are there positives that stand out to you all for you guys?
Yeah, just a quick snapshot. I don't know. I thought so. I guess Cornell Wheeler continues to, and I think, to see him. We got Taiwan out there a little bit. I'm not really sure how he did. I can't really say a bunch of others at the moment, but, I think our backs continue to play hard and run hard. It was, just not enough opportunities. I think we had some good things happening in our option game, and then the scoring things kind of took it away. But I think, again, what we do well offensively is personnel groupings, moving, shifting, and all those things, and we never really got a chance with under 50 plays to do that.
You mentioned the fourth down conversion that didn't work out with the fumble,
Mhm.
where things turned. If that play had run well, how do you think that play should have gone?
I'm sorry.
How do you think that play should have turned out if there wasn't a fumble, if it had been?
Well, what happened, Jason makes the read, and he was trying to keep the ball, and Daniel was trying to hang on to it and get a bad exchange, which happens in those type of plays, and whether it be RPOs or just regular option football, and that's a risk reward, unfortunately.
The way things unfolded today with the timeline of finding out Jalen couldn't go, does that affect the way you prepare at all for future games, or do you think you'll kind of continue in the same sort of thing?
I don't think it'll change. It'll be more predicated on, who's available. We get injury reports every day. Trent Carter, our trainer, is excellent, the best I've been around. Our doctors, it's where it's at. I don't know. You only have so much time, and we have a lot of offense, and there's a lot of ways to go through it. And just like in the NFL and things, your backup quarterback has to take a lot of mental reps and try to do that. And unfortunately, when they get, put in without getting all those reps, it can be tough some days, especially when you play on the road in front of 100,000 in their third-ranked team in the country.
Has Jalen or anyone explained how he re-aggravated the back injury?
Yeah, it was why we were doing some warm-up at the hotel, is what I know right now. I was not aware of it bothering him to this extent until we got here. And our medical staff tried many different things to try to help him. And, we thought maybe we could get him out there after the game had started, and then it just wasn't happening. So by halftime, we knew that it was shutting him down for the day.
Anything else, Coach?
And right now, I'll just say, we're not going to have him answer any questions right now, guys, okay? So we'll see where it goes next week, and when I have more information, again, I'll try to let you guys know as we get rolling, okay? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Evan.
Jason, what was your perspective on the fourth down on the fumble line?
It's just miscommunication between me and Daniel. Something that never have happened during practice, and it's just one of those things that me and him would love to have back, and that's just the game of football. You got to move on.
Jason, when did you learn you were going to start?
Maybe 30, 45 minutes before the game.
What goes through your head, and I guess how do you have to change your mindset when something like that happens?
The mindset doesn't really change. You just got to go out there and execute.
Austin, just the experience of playing against a big physical offensive line like this, how do you guys kind of contend with that challenge, and how do you think it'll help you going forward?
Yeah, we do what we do every time. We come off the ball. We just come off the ball and we play our hardest. So that's what we're gonna do next game too.
Austin, how much of a challenge is it to play almost 40 minutes in north of 100-degree weather?
Yeah, it's hard, but that's what we do. If that's what they need me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Just try to be there for all my team.
OJ, just what do you think are the main areas the secondary can continue to improve going forward?
Just get back to work, see what we went wrong at, see what we need to fix for next week, just continue to get better.
Jason, Coach Leipold described the offense as not really being able to find a rhythm. What do you feel like led to that?
I think part in it, is me not getting to prepare all week. I think that has a little bit to do with it, but I think I've been in those moments before, and I've been executed before, and I think this was just one of those days. Got to get back in this week and work our asses off.
How hard is that to go throughout the course of the week? And then, like you said, 30 minutes beforehand, you're put in a different position than you were expecting for the last 7 days
Yeah, it's tough. It's just really tough. But it's just sometimes how life goes, and you just got to be ready to execute. And like I said, there's a couple plays I'd like to have back today, but we got a week this week to prepare for the next game and come out playing the hardest.
What was Coach Leipold's message to you guys in the locker room for Jason?
Yeah, it's just one game. It's not the end of the season. This isn't the last game of the season. It's not going to make or break our season. If we dwell on this loss and sit there and soak our heads, then it's just going to lead it to the next week. So just trying to make sure that we don't sit there and beat ourselves down and just continue to work and get to where we know we can be.
For any of you, just are there positives that you take from this game despite the loss?
Yeah, going, I think 5 minutes left in the third quarter, we're down by, one score. And, I think that's, it's positive, if you say so. But, we're right there in that game. You just, got to make a couple more plays and, we would be right there.
You look at this Texas offense, how difficult is it to get them on the field?
I feel like a couple plays, it was where we hurt ourselves, It was kind of running a little tempo, but we hurt ourselves. One time we had too many people on the field, I think the other one, it was like a QB scramble. So, it was a little thing that we hurt ourselves. So it wasn't really nothing like that they were doing, I think it was all on us.
Austin, for you guys, there were a few drives there where you guys were able to get off the field on third down. What do you feel like led to that, where you guys are consistently able to get off the field?
I feel like that's the whole team coming together. Every time the whole team did their job, we got off the field, and I feel like that's the key for every week. Everyone does their job, then we get off the field.
Anything else for these guys?
All right, thanks, Ross.
Sure.
Thanks, guys.